blah, blah, blah.
I love it.
I know you do.
I love this song.
I know you do.
Awesome.
It plays in my head a lot now because it is so cool sounding.
I love it. This was a great find. I don't give you many props, but this one, you done good, kid. This is a good one.
Well, I said blah, blah, blah because you said it always cuts me off, so.
It does.
That's why I said blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but you're good this time.
All right. Well, let's get going here. It's
all right.
Monday night?
Monday night. We are live.
We are
on
live.
Monday night.
Monday night, Eyes Up Here Raw.
We're competing against Raw, I guess. Who do you think's going to get the better ratings? We will.
Who'd they ever beat?
No one's great. No one's special.
Well, it's the World Heavyweight Championship crowning tournament.
Oh, is it?
Starting tonight.
I actually watched Backlash.
Really?
I did.
Hang on. Tell me all about it.
What? I thought it was a good pay-per-view.
Oh, God. Hang on. I'm going to go get the kitchen sink and you tell me all about it.
What the hell's your problem?
Everything but the kitchen sink.
Listen, it was in Puerto Rico. They had to include all those people. It was nostalgia. They had to get the pops in. I thought it was good. It was entertaining.
I did love the Savio Vega, Los Boricuas.
Carlito got a huge pop.
Yes.
How about Brock Lesnar's Hard Way?
That was awesome too.
That was amazing.
I love that.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed the show. I thought it was good. Listen, I have not watched wrestling in years. You know this. I don't sit down and watch it. My husband was like, hey, they did a couple cool things. Do you feel like watching the pay-per-view? I was like, yeah, I have nothing else to do. So we watched it and I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Enough with the Bad Bunny. Okay. I've had it with the Bad Bunny.
No, he's good. He's good. And as I'm watching it, I said, how the hell can Chad say this guy can't work?
I never said he couldn't work. I said, I'm enough with the Bad Bunny.
He's good. He's good. He knows what he's doing out there. I was impressed. That was the first time I've ever seen him work. And I was impressed.
Yeah, he's athletic as hell. You know, he's obviously taking it very, very seriously, but he's just a little, there's just a little too much Bad Bunny. Now, apparently he's like the biggest like pop in like Latin star in the world. Yeah.
He was like, he came out and it was like the second coming. You know what I mean? I didn't understand his gear. He had on like slacks.
Yeah. He looked like Dexter. If you ever seen like what Dexter wears when he goes to kill somebody in the show Dexter?
I've never seen Dexter. I said I want to start watching that.
Yeah, he looked like Dexter on his way to a thrill kill. But
I thought he did great. I wouldn't say it was like, you know, the best pay-per-view I've ever seen in my life, but I thought it was very entertaining. Very entertaining. And the crowd was on fire for everything. So I don't know. Thumbs up to WWE. They did that right.
I did like, the Brock, Cody. I gotta say the finish though was a little weird. I don't think it made Cody look like this conquering hero. It's like he squeaked the little victory out and ran away.
Well, wouldn't you run away?
Well, I guess, you know, but the visual of Brock with the crimson mask was unbelievable.
So good. Yeah.
There's just everything. There was nothing left behind after that show. Well, they did literally everything that you could possibly do.
You got to give it all. And they hadn't been there for 18 years.
Yeah.
So that's why. I mean, it was entertaining. And that's what we're going to try to do tonight, guys. We're going to be entertaining as hell. We have a good guest coming up. But before we introduce our guest, you want to do the intro? Because you didn't do the intro.
I started.
But you didn't finish. This is Eyes Up Here.
Yeah, do I have to do the whole music again?
No.
This is Eyes Up Here.
I am the Queen of Extreme, Francine, along with my co-host Chad. We are here on a Monday night. And yes, we are offering prizes for those of you who weren't here for our last, what did we call it? Prizomania?
Mystery Prize Mania.
Mystery Prize Mania. Anytime you hear a little ding, you get a prize. And $5 or up go into, as always, the Charles chip jar. Yep, there it is. $20 or more gets you an instant prize. Right away, you win. You don't even go in the chip jar. You get an instant prize. Now, we've been giving away 8x10s, but I found this little ditty, and I'm going to give this hat away tonight from the Charles chip jar.
What a prize.
So $5 gets you in. I'll sign it. I'll kiss it if you want. Personalize it. Whatever you want to do. But channel members, new channel memberships also go in the Charles chip jar. And then if you just want to, give a little super chat, you get an instant dingy.
Are you the first person to ever kiss a hat?
I don't know, but I won't be the last. That's for sure.
Because I got a lot of hats. So, I mean, you let me know.
A lot of hats. Well, this is an ECF and W hat. I saw this and I was just like, wow. I think I'm going to wear it tonight, and I think I'm going to give it away. So just keep that in mind, people. If you want to ask our guest a question, super chats, come on in, and we're going to send them the link. And as soon as we
momentarily,
we got a first super chat. Vinny, our good friend Vinny, $10 super chat, wishing everyone a wonderful week. Vinny, you are one of the sweetest guys out there. No, Vinny goes in the Charles chip jar.
Sorry, he wanted to hear the buzzer. That's why.
He wanted to hear the ding?
He messaged me tonight. He wanted to just hear the ding.
He just wanted to hear the ding. Gotcha, Vinny.
He just wanted to hear the ding.
Vinny, we love Vinny. Vinny's been with us since probably day one.
Yes.
And
that was between he and I, the ding.
Oh, okay. Vinny, you did something behind my back. How dare you? Well, honey, you're going in the Charles chip jar. Thank you for starting us off hot. And we're going to have a great week. And I hope you have a great week too. I hope everybody has a great week. It's Monday. You know what that means. It's a long week ahead, but we're going to make it fun. So at least for the next hour or so, we're going to have a good time. And you're in the chip jar, baby. There we go. Did you email him?
Yep. You want me to send it over now?
Yes, send it to him now. We're ready for him. And you know what? If we keep getting, if we get a lot of super chats, we might just add to the prize.
Adding to the prize is the name of the game.
We like to add. We like to give back.
Now, do you want to hear the ding during the interview, or do I not want to throw him off during the ding, during the talk?
Well, you can let him finish speaking, and then if somebody is generous, we can always pull the super chat up and give them the. We can do a late ding.
Okay, because I don't want to have him telling the story of his life and then hear like ding.
We're not going to interrupt them, but if somebody does pull through, which we would love to, help us support this channel, we're going to give you a ding and we're going to give you an extra prize. Are we doing the gimmick where they get to do the wheel thing?
I don't have that's for Mystery Prize Mania exclusively. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, you want to talk about somebody that is just hot on the key. Here he goes. He's ready to go. You want to give him an intro?
You could do it.
I mean, you know him as Boom Boom. He is the godfather of wrestling podcasting. He's your friend, as well as mine. He is the great Colt Cabana.
Look at that face. That handsome man. Hello, Colt.
Francine didn't even know I did a podcast.
Yes, I did.
What?
You go, is he?
No, the Godfather. I didn't know you were the Godfather of podcast.
I was the Godfather in WWE. I came out with a train of ladies. We smoked weed.
No, get out of here.
It was a wild time.
I want to apologize again to you. I feel so bad.
Oh my God.
Your face. Let me just really quickly. Colt asked me to be, on his panel for his podcast. And I was thrilled. I was like, oh, you want me? That's so great. I'm so happy. But I have this phobia. Like, I don't like doing things alone. I hate it. So I said, can I bring along my friend, the franchise? And he goes, no, I already had him. No, I don't want him. All right. Can I bring Hack, Sandman? And I don't know. No. Because no.
I didn't. Well,
you were like, nah.
Well, because I only wanted you. And I knew that even if it was franchise, it would still take away from a conversation between you and I.
Well, guess
because
what?
that's really what I wanted, was to talk to you.
You didn't get that. He couldn't get a word in edgewise. He would ask a question and Hack would answer it with the dumbest responses and just ridiculous jokes. And Colt's face was just, I know you were fuming inside.
No.
Inside you were
That doesn't
fuming.
make me mad. I mean,
You
I
were
was like, well, this isn't
irritated.
what I'm looking for. Maybe irritated.
Irritated. Okay. And I just kept leaning over going, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't be mad at me. I'm so sorry. So I apologize. If we ever get the chance to do it again, I will come alone. How about that?
Well, I appreciate that.
Because I really didn't answer one question for you.
Yeah, but it was also entertaining because, I mean, well, here's the thing. I don't want to get deep and true and honest in this, and we can.
We love deep and true and honest.
Well, I mean, it was entertaining because the way, Sandman was a mess, but then like, dude, I feel kind of like that's not the best a man can be at that time, like it's
he was partaking in gummies that night.
okay.
And I think like some fans will bring you maybe flowers. Some fans will bring you a present. Me. Yeah, I've gotten flowers before.
Well, not me. I'm not
they'll bring
flowers.
like a bottle of booze or some kind of present. I got an eggplant once. It was lovely. I threw it out.
You don't
eggplant emoji?
No, an eggplant.
Okay.
Yes, he went to the organic farmers market and brought me an eggplant.
Do you like eggplants?
I love eggplant.
Blech.
But I didn't ask for. I fry it. It's so good. You would love it. No, it's so good. But yeah, I think fans were giving him gummies.
Okay.
And he was,
I mean, he was trashed.
He was bad. and I didn't know how bad he was until I was trying to get him on the stage. And he couldn't really walk very well. And I just told everybody he was drunk, but it was gummies. So
right. But luckily for him, it's pretty wild because if someone has an appearance like that on a podcast, it becomes tomorrow's news. But if you're the Sandman, it's just the Sandman being the Sandman.
Well, that's why I said, he's drunk, but you probably expect that from him. And yay. And
right. Of course.
But I wanted to just apologize again because I knew you were irritated. And I know.
Please. And I think it made for a fun little segment at the Squared Circle Expo in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Well, I owe you one. So
I'll take you up on it.
If you need something, you let me know. We have a super chat from our good friend Lon. Hello, fabulous Francine, Chad, and Colt. Being the bucking Bronco, you are from WMU. Which trend would you like to see bucked, either in AEW, ROH, or elsewhere?
Whoa. Now, do you know what that means, Francine?
Explain.
Yes. What do you think that is happening in that first sentence?
The bucking Bronco. The first thing I thought of was a Bronco buster, to be honest.
Okay.
That's what I used to do.
What about WMU? Do you know what that means?
Is that your university?
That's where I went. I went to school. Yeah, Western Michigan University.
Okay.
The home of the Broncos.
There you go. Okay,
yes.
Gotcha. Now I got it.
So
I don't. They
weren't the bucking Bronco. The trend. Would I like to see bucked? What does that mean? Like get rid of?
Lon, is that correct? I think that's
Lon, put in another super chat and clarify.
The only way we'll find out.
Clarify exactly what you mean.
Lon, while we're waiting for you, we'll answer. Hey, Pat, how are you, hon? Between you both, we've been in multiple companies' locker rooms. In your opinion, which is the best chemistry, vibes, etc.? Colt, for you, I've said it a million times. I know my answer.
Well, and I think we can base a conversation off this too, because when I was in Ring of Honor in the very, very early days, I'd say like 2002 to 2005 or 6, and then in 2006 I got signed to WWE. But those first, like, we were building something. There was a camaraderie. We all were in it. I don't think we were all getting paid so little money that it's not like we were, once I got to WWE and I saw these people fighting over like the ability to make either 60,000 a year or 2.5 million a year, people start cutting each other's throats. But in Ring of Honor, it's like, everyone was making $100 if that or whatever. So we were all in there to build something. And that really like will make your chemistry and camaraderie like as thick as possible, because it wasn't necessarily you weren't in a single sport. You were a part of a team sport, which was building Ring of Honor. So I could only imagine, that's what ECW was like. I could only imagine. Right.
Well, it was kind of the same thing you just talked about, because we were syndicated, started on a little station in Philly, got syndicated, New York, Delaware, New Jersey, started to travel, move on. And our goal was to one day, get on pay-per-view and then get that TV deal. So yeah, it was a group effort. And, I'm working with you. I want to make you shine. I want you to make me shine. We're a team. And I know there's little fights here and there. It wasn't 100% like happy go lucky all the time. Sometimes the guys had a little bit of an ego here and there, but for the most part, we were a family and everybody was working towards one goal. And that was to make ECW as, profitable and as big as possible, because if you do good, I do good, we do good.
Yeah.
And that was the goal. And same for ROH, and,
Yeah.
you have a second life now with this company, which is great.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing like, I'm not saying new ROH is like when they brought new ECW, but maybe it is.
No, it's apples and oranges. It's a completely different.
But I mean, this Ring of Honor isn't anything, it's not like, all 20-year-olds like so hungry, independent stars trying to make a name for himself. But I think the fun part of the new life that you talked about is like everybody trying to figure out how they can make this different than AEW, because it's obviously AEW funded and it's the sisters, promotion of it. So I think that's going to be part of the process of Ring of Honor moving forward, is like figuring out how to find out who they are under this kind of new world and regime that they're under.
Now, you're also a coach?
Yeah, my contract is for wrestling and for coaching.
Okay. How are you digging that part of it too?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think I've always studied that kind of stuff while wrestling. I try to, I don't know. My brain has always been in every part of wrestling. So I'm interested in everything. And I like when I can help anybody else. And if people come to me asking advice, I'm there to help, of course.
Yeah. Now I looked, I whenever we have a guest on, I kind of look up their wiki just to see what's going on and where they've been and this, that, and the other thing. And for some strange reason, I always thought you were in your 30s, early 30s.
My early 30s.
Yeah. I'm thinking, oh, Colt's this young kid, this young guy, I could probably be his mom. And then when I looked you up to that, I was like, looks good for his age. Not gonna say your age, but you look good for
I just had a birthday 2 days ago.
Happy birthday. That's wonderful.
You. Yeah.
I thought you were younger. I mean, I know you've been around for a while, but I don't know why I thought you were like this fresh kid off the,
well, I appreciate it. Yeah, 43 years old. I've been wrestling since I was 18. So I've been
1999 you started.
Yeah.
And who trained you?
Some guys out of Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. Some local dudes.
Local dudes.
There was a Dairy Queen across the street.
Oh.
It was in a storefront.
Oh.
Yeah. It's called the Steel Domain. And,
all right.
Just young kids. Like, it wasn't attached to a wrestling promotion. Like when I first in high school, my dad took me to Windy. Do you remember Windy City Wrestling with Sam DeCero? Do you remember that? Yeah.
Yes.
Paul Heyman actually booked it for a while because they were on sports.
They go out of business.
Yeah. Well, no. I like how you turned British right there. Did they get out of business?
Are they out of business?
They were on Sports Channel Chicago in like the early 90s. And then my dad took me there in high school, and he took me there to see if I wanted to train there. And like with that, it's like, it's like they have a wrestling promotion that you could train at and wrestle at. Mm-hmm. And I feel that's like what a lot of people wanted, was like a place to wrestle right away. But the Steel Domain was just totally independent. So you weren't guaranteed any bookings or anything. But I kind of like that because I was such an indie nerd, even like as a kid. Like I wanted to wrestle. I maybe like the year before I started to train, like Reckless Youth was like my hero, right? Like this this independent guy just wrestling everywhere, making a buzz for him, making a name for himself. And so I thought it was cool. Like I didn't want to be stuck. Like I didn't know anything, but like I was like, I don't want to be stuck to one promotion. I want to wrestle everywhere. Like even as a 17-year-old. Yeah.
Okay. So Lon did say, either stopped or changed for that one question. Going back, which trend would you like to see bucked either in
Oh.
AEW, ROH, or elsewhere?
Well, I mean, I'd like to see Colt Cabana on every show as the champion.
Okay. So you want to put the belt on yourself? Well, can't a coach do that?
Might
Can't
as
you
well.
coach that?
Yeah, of course. You
Come on,
kidding me?
Tony.
You kidding
Get
me?
with it.
All the coaches are champions.
Yes. So well, I'm really good friends with Jerry Lynn. So I always tell him, listen, they make you get back in there, you have to protect yourself. And he goes, I am not getting back in that ring. There's no way. He enjoys being a coach. So
yes, I know he does.
Yeah.
Great man. Jerry's a great guy. One of the good ones.
Love him. Love him, love him, love him. So
I'm trying to I want to give Lon his super chat worth, but I'm trying to think. I don't, to be honest, I don't know why there's records in AEW.
Oh, like the stats?
Yeah, like their records. I think I don't know. I don't think it's for me as in my wrestling brain, but so that's one thing I would probably want to change.
Do you think they probably did that to just be like different?
Of course.
Yeah, just come across as something different, and
of course.
They should have weigh-ins too.
Well, I don't know I know you said you didn't watch much, but there was a weigh-in with Cody. And,
I remember that
White.
back in I remember that. I don't really watch much. I keep track like on Twitter when my friends put their clips up, and I do that kind of thing. But yeah, I just sat down for the first time. I swear it must have been in 10 years. I haven't watched anything, and I just watched a pay-per-view for the first time, and I enjoyed it.
Can you enjoy it though?
I did.
Can you?
I mean, I think I did. I was into it, Did he give another one? Oh, $5 super chat. Will you help Dark Order again while Adam Page resumes his fight with the lead against BCC? What was your favorite stipulation in the original article?
Oh, Lon, that's 2 super chats in one.
I mean, that's sneaking one in there.
Lon beats the system. It's okay. We love Lon.
Unbelievable. Will I help the Dark? Listen, I'd like to help the Dark Order. I don't know if the Dark Order will let me help them. That's my answer to that.
Okay.
If I could, I would. My favorite stipulation in original Ring of Honor, I like the handshake, code of honor. I thought that was cool. Before and every after match, kind of gave it something different. It didn't take away. It could add or start, different feuds or something. And I think it was a powerful thing for such a little thing.
So before and after every match, even the heel would shake the babyface's hand?
Well, sometimes if they were so dastardly, they would refuse to.
Yeah.
Which would fire up, a certain situation, possibly.
Maybe a little spit in the face instead of a handshake.
That can happen.
Those shows were unbelievable.
Rocket, like a la the franchise. Hate it when you did that. It's so disgusting.
You like those ones, Chad?
Those shows were unbelievable. I used to go to the shows, probably started going around 03, 04, 05 were, I'd say, the best ones I went to. The Philly Armory, the Rexplex, the outdoor shows in Philly. Oh, my God. There's so many to pick. What were some of your favorite venues of those early days?
I did like the Rexplex, next to the IKEA. And
next to the IKEA with the skate park.
I worked there before.
Did you?
I worked in the Rexplex.
JCW used to run there too. Ricky O when he ran that.
Ricky, look at you bringing all the old school names out.
I know my promoters.
Those Jersey Indies, there was 1,000.
Listen, how?
Hey, Francine.
Yeah.
The man just asked me a question.
Oh, you didn't answer it? I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just kidding. It's all right.
No, answer it. Did you answer it?
No, it's Rexplex.
Are we done? Okay.
That's it.
He said the Rexplex, the skate park. We were moving on.
No. I mean, I had a handful of them, but
how can you
Francine runs the show.
How can
Francine
you?
runs the show.
This is my show.
She runs the show.
Yes, I do run the show. How on earth did you let Bryan Danielson beat you in less than 5 minutes for that heavy?
That was in Philly.
How did that happen? How could you?
Do you want the real answer or the fake?
I do. I want the real answer. We're nothing but real on this show. Shooting straight from the hip.
So this kind of goes into the part of being a team, right? Like there wasn't many, and maybe it was just me, but I thought we were all on the same page. We didn't want to be selfish. I'd come off like the hottest thing that I had done. I did this like 8-month homicide feud where we like bled, and like I was a comedy wrestler, but I never did like comedy. And so Bryan Well, like I wasn't doing comedy because Homicide was pouring Drano down my throat.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, well, no time for comedy. I got to beat him up now. It got super feuded and it was cool. And then Brian was wrestling all of these like 40, 50 1-hour matches. And he was kind of like, we're teaching these people that all these main event matches will go 50 minutes. And we wanted to be like, hey, like anything can happen. And so we both thought it'd be cool if we were like, hey, what if the match just went like 4 minutes and like he just happened to sneak one out on me? And like it can like, I think it was like part of the educational process of our fans that, not like anything can happen. And like please don't expect every match to go 25 minutes. And so just kind of, I don't know, we just thought it would be something different. Gabe was okay with it. And it's so memorable. You asked me about it 20 years later on a podcast.
Look at that. Yeah. Gabe just resurfaced out of nowhere.
He's been working WWE and then he became an NFT seller. And now,
but he just hit me up like 3 months ago on Twitter. He followed me out of nowhere because I've known him for 87 years. And then boom, he was like right there.
Yeah.
Like, good to talk to you. I said, hey, you're alive. How are you?
I've kept in touch with Gabe over the years, forever.
I know. Well, I wanted to ask you, did you ever come out to the song Copacabana? And why not? Did you ever come out to Copacabana?
And then what was your second question part of that?
And if the answer is no,
she's never been to a Ring of Honor show.
Yeah, the answer is not no. I definitely came out to Copacabana. I think that's part of the reason I got over in the beginning.
Did you? Yeah, because see, I did not. I was not an ROH person.
Yeah, you're never there.
No. And I started looking up theme songs for Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
And then my phone rang, and then I got distracted, and then I said I have to ask him because I didn't look.
And your ringtone just happened to be Copacabana by Barry.
That's one of my favorite songs on this earth is Copacabana.
You and Ian Rotten, and that's why Ian Rotten booked me for IWA Mid-South very early, was because I sent him a tape with me coming out to Copacabana, and he goes, "Kid, I only booked you because Barry Manilow was playing, and I was jamming out to you."
Were you allowed to use that on TV?
For Ian Rotten's television?
No, not for Ian Rotten. Did you use it for ROH, right? You guys had TV.
We did not have TV.
You didn't have syndicated television?
Not years later, we got on HD Net, but by then my buddy Kip had already made me a song that I use to this day.
See, that's why I didn't know, because I wasn't an indie. I didn't start in the indies. I started right in ECW. You know what I mean?
Wow. Ooh, no, we get it. You're better than all of us.
See, you're being a jerk.
You're the best.
I never went to indie shows, so I didn't know what was going on outside. But remember, it was 1993. So this was before, Did
ECW start in 1993?
1992.
Really?
Yeah, Eastern. And
you were there as part of those like shitty days?
I was pretty much.
Well, that was independent wrestling.
Yeah, we had syndication.
Okay.
It was like Eddie Gilbert was leaving, Paul Heyman was coming in, and that's when I was training and starting to do house shows and stuff. So
Eastern was on Sports Channel.
Yeah, Sports Channel Philly.
So Sports Channel reached all of that Pennsylvania and like southern Jersey, so you guys had a pretty big reach for a small indie promotion.
Yeah, right. I think when Heyman took over for Gilbert, Heyman was booking for Sports Channel or for Windy City, which was on Sports Channel Chicago.
Yeah, he probably was.
He went from one sports channel to the next.
How did you end up with your WWF gimmick?
Well, at that time, the F was out. We got the F out.
Oh, that's right.
Right? When did they get the F out? Yeah,
I got the F out 02.
Was it 02?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was WWE.
How did I end up with my gimmick or my contract?
Well, both. Who told you the name?
Oh, well.
Did you make it up?
No. So did I make that up? Jesus.
Really?
When I was in developmental, they let me keep the name Colt Cabana because I think it had some value, at least on a developmental aspect. And there was one point where they did change everybody's name, but they said I could keep it. Then I got called up, and I think they were going to keep Colt Cabana. But then at the last second, they were like, "No, we got to change your name." And then, I think this is a quote that I heard that Vince was like, "Well, is he really Jewish?" And someone was like, "Yeah." And so then, like, all right. And then, I don't know if he went through a name of Jewish names, but they just called him Goldman, and then my name is Scott, so Scotty maybe, and Scotty Goldman was born and died a slow/fast death.
I was going to ask you, because I ask everybody, I know what my time was like. Did you enjoy your time with that company?
Well, I say this, I never got super jaded about the place because I wasn't there long enough to like get comfortable with anything. So
how long was your time?
Well, I was in OVW for a year, and then we moved to Florida. And then after about 4 months, I got called up, but then like I got called up and then I kind of got thrown back down. And then, like like 3 months later, I got recalled up and they gave me a WWE.com like /YouTube show. YouTube wasn't really a thing then, but, and then I had like 6 matches and a couple battle royals, and then they fired me. So, in that aspect, like I was never there long enough to be like, oh, this place sucks, like how a lot of the wrestlers get.
Well, I was only there for 6 months and I knew it sucked after the first week. So, I mean, that's the difference between you and me.
But I hadn't seen the success that you had. I mean, I had to a little bit, like, when I got signed, I was touring Japan and I was touring England and the UK and Puerto Rico. And I had done that MTV show, Wrestling Society X, but like,
yeah.
But I had never I wasn't doing like arenas constantly, if that makes sense, of like thousands of people, And so I was still like super like hungry, I guess. Yeah, I just didn't have a chance to get jaded. So from that aspect, now, from like how I was treated, like, of course I thought I should have been given a shot,
right?
But, that's just kind of whatever. And so, I really made the most of it. And once I got released, that's when I really became the most successful I was in my whole career. So.
Yeah. I think we all feel like that we needed a shot. They didn't give us that shot. We all can relate to that. I wanted to ask you about that Wrestling Society X, because I saw that was in your wiki, and I never really I knew guys who work there, but I never understood how, did you have to submit? Because some people told me it was like an acting gig more so than a wrestling gig.
No. Like Kevin Klein. So, I mean, it's a wild story. I forgot have you ever seen the movie Molly's Game?
No.
Chad, do you know what it is?
No, I've never heard of that.
Molly's Game is like a woman who became like she took over like a Hollywood poker game, and she was like the Mistress Madam. And hustled all of these like Hollywood people. And one of the people I think was allegedly maybe Leonardo DiCaprio.
Huh?
And then one of the other people was this guy that owned the Backyard Wrestling Federation, or the Backyard Wrestling tapes. Do you remember those from like Howard Stern commercials?
Oh yeah,
I remember those, but no, I never heard the movie though.
I don't know the movie though.
Well, Molly's because he was in Molly's Game. This guy, his name was Houston Curtis. And he owned the Backyard Wrestling tapes franchise. He was a hustler, and he was spending all that money in these huge poker games in Hollywood. So that guy was in charge of a company called Big Vision, and he somehow sold MTV sold MTV on the show. And Kevin Kleinrock, who now works for Mass Republic or owns Mass Republic, he was kind of like his right-hand man. And so Kevin was like, here's all the hot guys you want and women, that like you want to book. And that's why, he like myself, Jack Evans, Seth Rollins, Matt Sydal, just like there's a human tornado. There's just a handful of people that he grabbed, and then added Vampiro and X-Pac and some of the other ones, and just made this hodgepodge of and Teddy Hart, I think, was very controversial, but like a very important part of the show.
Yeah.
And so it's funny you say that. It wasn't actors, but at the time my friend had a dental residency out in California. And so he was part of I got him to be in the front row to come watch us, but everybody was booked as an extra, the fans.
Yeah, I didn't mean you per se were an actor and not a wrestler. Everybody told me they treated it more like a
set.
Show.
Yes.
Rather than a wrestling promotion. It was more
we had craft tables, and we had boxed lunches from Quiz and a per diem, and it was really fun.
Okay.
I remember it was 10 days in Hollywood. They put us up on the strip. I think a lot of people went, you know, a lot of people went to like that one place on the strip with the mechanical bull. Do you know what I'm talking? The Saddle Ranch, maybe? I don't know
Sounds
how
like strip
familiar
club
with
to
it.
me.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. So like everyone would go
I was
there
never
every
there.
night and waste their money, and then I would go to the comedy store every night.
Oh, of course you would. You
Yeah.
didn't go to the strip club. You were the good boy.
I was
I'm
a good
sure.
boy. And then
That's
it's so
right.
funny. Like I remember we go to the comedy store and there's just all these guys like trying to, and the comedy store wasn't big, you know, like Rogan kind of rebumped it up. But at that point, it was just like these comedians all trying to like, you know, not a lot of people. And like, you know, one of them was like Sebastian whatever.
I just
his
saw
name-
him.
Yeah, yeah.
I
You know, like
I just saw him at Borgata.
yeah, doing in front of 20,000
yeah.
people, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't that big, but he was there. He's funny. Funny
Yeah.
dude.
And there was just all these guys and girls like trying to make it. And it's so fun to like see years later, like the success of a lot of them.
Kind of
Yeah,
like Ring of Honor back in the day.
Very much so. Very much. Yeah. And I think, you know, the wrestling and music and comedy, it's all very parallel.
I love it.
Kind of like ECW back in the day. It's like that's the parallels. And let me just go back to Ring of Honor from before, what I was gonna say before I got cut off. But that's what I loved about going to those shows was that you felt like you were picking up ECW on this new scale with these new group of guys, and it was such a cool feeling to be in these venues like the Rexplex and the Armory in Philly, and just feel the energy coming not just from these great crowds, but from this group of young talent that now would go on to become such a pivotal part of the next generation of where we're at right now in wrestling.
Chad, would you go to ECW shows?
You know, it's funny. I did not go to any, although there were so many around where I grew up in Jersey. I never made it to one. I mean, I grew up 10 minutes from where Barely Legal 97 was. I never went. I didn't have the group to go with.
I went to one ECW shows, like kind of like right when I started training. And it was Francine, I assume you were there, but it was the Chicago show at the Odeum.
Odeum. Of course I was
Yeah.
there.
What did you do? I don't remember. Do you
That's
remember?
how memorable I am to Mr. Cabana here. He doesn't
I mean, you
remember.
are so memorable to me.
I'm sure I did something. I mean, I don't know. What year was it? 99?
It must have been 99. Yeah.
Did we watch that?
I was in the front row. Me and Justin Roberts are in the front row.
Are you really?
Justin Roberts somehow got tickets. I don't know how. He's
always
a hustler.
I love Justin. When I worked for WWE in 2006 and he was ring announcer there, he gravitated towards the ECW guys. And he always used to say, "You guys are the most down to earth guys. I love you guys so much," you know. And he hung out with us a lot, and I just like that guy so much. He's so sweet. I wish I would have known. I would have tried to pull up the show because like we had Jimmy Yang on, and Jimmy was at the pay-per-view, and you can see him
WrestlePalooza.
When I come to the ring and I'm standing there right over my shoulder, there's a little Jimmy Wang Yang right there, 16 years old. So anytime we have a guest on, we always pull it up and we point them out in the crowd. So
I'm sure it's there for sure.
Yeah, you were probably there.
For sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, Jimmy Yang was in WrestlePalooza 97. Sorry, we watched the main event with him, and it's he's right there in the entryway when the hard cam hits the big shot.
Do you know if it's the Odeum that's the haunted building? There's one arena that we used to go to that they were telling us is haunted, and like strippers, a stripper died in it or something. I thought it was the Odeum in Chicago, but I could be 100% wrong because my memory is just completely shot.
I mean, it's just kind of like an old like hockey, like I think kids play hockey there, so I don't even know. I don't know if they're doing strippers.
It used to be they said it used to be a brothel, like really back in the day.
Maybe.
And there was a madam, and Sandman swears he saw the madam like up in the locker room or something.
And what did he? Can you
she was putting him over or something.
Can you do his impression of him saying?
Yeah. That bitch over there's dead, but I saw her. And I was like, you didn't see her. And then everybody was saying there used to be strippers, but I can't remember if it was the Odeum, but Chicago is in my head for some reason.
Is it Anarchy Rules 99?
Was it a pay-per-view you were at?
No.
Okay. So
that was TV taping.
TV taping. I'm sure I was there.
It was the first one. It was when Balls got put through a table, a table on
Flame?
fire, flame table. I think it
I
was the
was
first time
there
they did
because
that.
I watched that from the balcony.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Chris Daniels was wrestling there too, and he didn't wrestle that many shows with you guys, I don't think.
No, not many at all. Well, I'm sorry I didn't do anything to spark a memory for you. But
Yeah, I was hoping you would.
I mean, I didn't know.
Let's say, for argument's sake, there was a cat fight.
There was probably one or two.
Let's call it square.
I
Yeah,
probably
maybe.
did something.
You
I
probably
don't
remember
know.
that though.
Yeah. Most memorable match.
I mean, I've had so many.
You've had so many. Does one stick out?
No.
Favorite? No.
No. I wrestled Johnny Saint when I got fired from WWE in England. And I remember when I got fired, I wrote I have a goal list, and that was one of them. Like, one of my goals was to move back to Chicago. One was to wrestle Johnny Saint. And Johnny Saint was 67 years old. Johnny Saint's yeah, he's like an old British dude. Like, he was a star in the 70s and 80s in England. And he was still wrestling at 67 years old for some reason.
And you wrestled him at 67.
And I wrestled him. You can see
Did
the
you put him over?
You can see the poster of the show there. Do you see it?
Look at that. Yes, I do.
Right there.
Did you refuse to do the job?
I think I won, but I didn't want to. And he was like,
what a prick.
He was like, I'm 67. I'm not winning this match. I was like, all right.
Favorite opponent? Is it Johnny Saint? Should we give it to Johnny Saint?
Let's give it to Johnny Saint.
Okay. Favorite manager, valet? Did you ever walk out with a lovely lady?
Yes.
Do you have any favorites? Did you have more than one? How come I never worked with you? What's the deal on that?
You don't do indies. You already set the precedent.
Selective.
You said I don't do indies.
Well, first of all, you're an AEW guy now, so you don't do indies.
But I'm saying back in the day.
Time out. I said I didn't do indies when I first started. Well, I was just thrown into this crazy world right into ECW. I didn't have to do indies.
Well, I'm a babyface, so I really didn't have a manager all that much.
Babyfaces always had managers back in the day. Get with it.
No.
No.
Dave Prazak. Dave Prazak was my manager a lot. I like Dave.
I think I worked against Dave one time.
Maybe in Jersey. He used to do Carluzzo. Did you wrestle? Did you do any Carluzzo shows?
I don't know if I worked for Dennis. I can't remember. I don't know. I think I worked with Dave. I know the name, and I think I worked with him once. I think we did something once, but I haven't come across you that often. I mean, the first time I met you was at WrestleCon.
Yeah.
That 1 year in WrestleCon.
Yeah.
And I've only seen you once after that.
I think so, right?
That's it. So we don't cross paths often. But
who are we to blame? Who are we to blame?
I don't know. I don't
Wrestling
know.
gods.
I said, let me get you on the show and apologize because I'm having nightmares about that night and I feel so bad. And I hope there's no heat and I blame it all.
Never. You could do no wrong, Francine.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
That's not true.
No, me and Brian Myers, we have professed that you can do no wrong in our lives.
Is that true? Oh, well, I appreciate that. Well, I want people to know more about you and follow you. So tell the good people where they can find you.
At Colt Cabana for everything.
That's it.
Yeah, I do Twitch. I do.
What do you do on Twitch? Do you play games?
I play games. You play any games, Francine?
I play old school games. I'm very good at Mario Kart.
NHL 94.
I never heard of it. I'm very good at Donkey Kong. What else can I play?
Mario Kart's pretty impressive.
Mario Kart is fun. I play old school Wii. I love 1-2 Switch. Have you ever played that?
I've never played 1-2. I don't have a Switch.
Switch. We have several consoles. Switch is fun. It's 2 players, and you stand and you look at me. Look at my eyes. Look at me. No, look at me. You're not looking at me.
Me?
Yeah. I'm saying, look, yes, you would look at me like this and we'd hold the controllers, right? You're not allowed to look at the TV. And the guy it's a draw. You have to shoot a gun, but you're holding the controller, but it's fake draw. So instead of saying draw, fire. So no, you have to hold it down. And he'll go flame, fortune, fire. And you have to go like this. Yeah, it's fun. I play it with my son. See, you would be bored. I would kick your ass. What did you just do? Oh my God, he's a magician too. How did you do that?
I like the sound of NHL 94.
Thank you. Thank
After
you.
I want
that.
to play
Yeah,
that.
hell
Is that what
yeah.
you play? 94?
No, but that's an old school game to me. That's on the Genesis.
Do you play Pac-Man? I can do Pac-Man.
Wow,
Frogger.
stop
Yeah.
momming yourself.
Frogger.
Frogger. Cubert?
Oh boy.
No? You don't know what that is?
Of course I know what that is, but
Oh.
don't stop it. Just stop it.
Dig Dug? No? Oh
No.
my God.
Oh, hang on
Terrible.
before we go, we got one
Pat
more.
Adams, $5 super check. Out of everyone you guys have worked with, is there anybody that you felt was unsafe to wrestle, preferred not to work with?
Wow. Well, I'll share this story, and then maybe
I think Colt is unsafe to work with, so I will never work with him in the future.
When he does the draw thing, maybe.
Fire.
Francine, you can add. This might bring up some bad/sad memories, but
Oh, no.
I've said this story before, so I don't think there's anything wrong with me saying it. I wrestled Balls Mahoney on the day after Chris Candido passed.
Was he a mess?
And not only was he a mess, but I walked into him doing some things that I don't think anyone would be a fan of if they were a policeman.
Oh, I've seen some things.
So, but you have to understand, like, here I am, like, I'm about to wrestle this guy, and like, I know I'm getting into the ring with him in the manner that he's in.
Right.
And he was just a wreck, and he was crying all day, and he was trying to, kill his pain with, snorting whatever he was snorting. And it was hard for me. Like, I went into that match, like, not being like, I can't wait to wrestle Balls Mahoney, but like, I was on the defense, and like, my whole goal was just to be like, get out of there safe and make sure I'm okay. And it was scary. Like, he was pretty effed up. And I remember he was so sad. He like lost his gig, and I don't even know why he was gigging. We weren't even doing anything.
Gigs off.
And I remember he was like reaching in the garbage can. He tried to find a Coke can to like split it open and cut himself. And it was just like, it was like desperate times. And so that's probably the one memory that like really pops up of like, I wasn't really looking forward or felt really safe in a match.
How was it though? Was it okay?
I survived. Yeah. But I was so protective of myself.
Sure. Did Balls Mahoney ever offer you cunnilingus for 4 hours? Because he did to me. He did to me.
How does an offer like that
come about?
Yeah, it's just like I have too much respect for anyone to like.
I was sitting in the locker room minding my own business. I think I was putting my heels on. He comes strutting in his sexy, long jean shorts, ripped, and his nice little tank top, wet hair, and sits down next to me. And I think we're just going to have a chat because he was a dear friend of mine, and I loved him dearly.
Clearly.
I know he. But this day, I think he wanted to be more than friends, and he just belted out, I will give you 4 hours of cunnilingus, and you don't have to return the favor, which I was kind of like, oh, well, that's nice of you. Because did I want to return the favor?
No, but did you want 4 hours of it?
Well, 4 hours, I mean, is for a lady, that's a nice offer to just have to lay there for like, it wouldn't take 4 hours, but who the hell knows what Balls Mahoney, but I turned him down before
let's say your husband, like the first year you guys are intimate.
Yeah.
You would take 4 hours?
No, I wouldn't. Right. But I thought I'm saying it was a generous offer.
Well, of course,
like, you don't have to do anything to me. I will take care of you for 4 hours.
He was in love.
That was the offer.
He was in love.
I turned him down, but maybe he didn't feel the same way about you, and that's why you didn't get the offer.
I did not get that offer.
Damn it!
I'm so sorry. I also don't have a vagina.
You don't have a vagina, but it could have been other places. I don't know. I don't know what you guys do in the locker room.
This interview is going south quick.
Buttalingus? Well, literally going down.
Buttalingus.
Yeah, literally.
Thing, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. But anyway, Colt, you're my new best friend. And we're buddies now. So if you need something, let me know. And everybody go follow him on all social media platforms. AEW.
Yeah. Whatnot. Tuesday nights, pwtlive.com, where we
that's what I wanted to say. So for PWT, you're like their hype man. I saw a video of you with a dog and a table worth of merchandise.
Yeah. I
said, what is happening? You're doing this out of your home? or do you go to the office?
No, I go to the office. Pro wrestling. I bring the dog to the office.
You bring the dog. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's around the corner.
Oh, you're that close.
Yeah, I mean, we started this thing together.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
okay.
know
It's
what
okay.
proximity is to the office, but
Yeah. So every Tuesday nights at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, we just do live shopping, and there's all different types of stuff, and you never know what'll pop up. And, the same thing, like, Pro Wrestling Tees is known for, like, the whole thing was we gave royalties, like crazy royalties, to the wrestlers. That's how we grew our company. And so, the same royalties are respected here. And but we're doing it live. So it's kind of cool.
it's like a wrestling QVC.
Yeah, I say it's QVC meets eBay.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Well, everybody tune in. Colt, I appreciate you coming on. I won't hold you up for any longer. Did the Cubs win when you went to the game? Did you make the game?
They did win, yes.
They did win, because my husband's from Illinois, so he's a diehard Cubs fan. But
he hasn't taught you that the S is silent on the end yet, or no?
No, I don't listen. I'm a Phillies fan, so I don't listen to anything. Illinois. What did I? Illinois.
You said Illinois.
What did I say? Did I say
Illinois?
Did I?
Yes.
I usually don't. I'm flustered. Okay. Talking about balls got me all flustered.
Anyway,
I hope to see
the person. Okay, never mind. Okay, go on.
You're just being mean to me now. Never mind. Our friendship's over. I was just going to say, I hope to see you somewhere soon.
I know. Let's get on the circuit together.
We're going to do the loop. Let's just do the loop. And, best of luck with AEW. I want to see a belt around your waist. So, everybody tweet Tony Khan and tell him next ROH champ right there. This guy. Or should we make you leave ROH and go up to the A show? So
I mean, who knows? As long as there's a check in my mailbox,
there you go.
Let's do it.
Smart kid. All right, buddy. Take care. Thank you so much for coming on.
See you, Colt.
Colt Cabana, everyone.
Yes.
Thanks, Colt.
Take care.
Bye.
Oh,
there goes Colt Cabana.
There he goes.
The godfather of wrestling podcasting. I've mowed many a lawns listening to Colt Cabana.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Wow. Yeah, I went to look up, did he come out to Copacabana? And then I got sidetracked. And I said he had to have.
Yeah.
There's no way he didn't.
Oh, those earlier, especially when he would kick off the show with the Copacabana. It was, they would bang on the side of the ROH guardrail. They had these like really hard boards, like almost like hockey boards, and the fans would do this.
I love that
to
song.
The beat. It's not one of my favorites. That's why I kept my mouth shut. And
oh God, I love that song. It's so great. Very, very good. Well, that was fun.
Pat, I didn't send out the prizes yet because we were waiting for a couple of the things to get signed on May 20th. But things are going to be headed out in the next couple of days for the prizes from Mystery Prize Mania.
Oh yeah. I'm going to see him on the 20th. So I'm bringing everything, and it's all getting shipped out that week. So there we go.
We said that last week, but we'll reiterate that this week.
Yeah. We're going to be on there.
Yeah, most of the stuff was picked out from Francine's stash. So that stuff I got to get from the old Quino Extremo.
I'm not old. I'm in my prime.
The old Quino Extremo.
I'm in my prime. Yeah, that was a fun interview. He was fun. He's a fun guy.
Yes, very good. I'm sorry. The whole time I'm just sitting here going like, I'm smelling my own stink from my softball practice. So
is that what you were doing?
I was enjoying my stench.
And I said, "What is going on?"
I'm sitting here going like, I'm so disgusted with my own stink this whole entire interview. But no, it's great. I just he's one of those guys like when ECW left and ROH was right behind ECW, his class of guys really picked up where you all left off.
But don't you, I meant to say this and I got sidetracked. Don't you think it had something to do with who was running it? You had like Gabe, you had Rob Feinstein, you had...
Yes, I do, but no, I don't, because Gabe tried, and I know this is really a Gabe initiative. Gabe did not want it to be like ECW. I think that just the cult status by the fans made it like ECW. He didn't want the product to be perceived as like the next ECW. The fans gave it that cult status like ECW.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, I'd say we have about 10 minutes left.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
so
without a doubt.
this hat is up for grabs, guys. $5 super chat gets you in the Charles Chip Jar. I'm gonna sign it, personalize it, whatever you want. And new channel members. How's everybody digging the page?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I think it's coming along nicely, don't you?
Oh, I wholeheartedly think so. So I grabbed, speaking of some departed members of the ECW universe, I uploaded when New Jack passed away, and we gave like a little eulogy to New Jack, and you shared some memories of New Jack and some thoughts on when he passed away. And I just found that in the archive. I pulled that out. I just thought it was fascinating. We did like 20 minutes on that, right? It was like 3 or 4 days after he passed away, and I uploaded that to the channel over the weekend. And it's fantastic. If you guys haven't checked out the content we're uploading for the channel members, in addition to just the content we're posting on a daily basis, that's in the news or other stories that we're putting up on the old Francine Eyes Up Here channel.
The news has been kind of dead. Again, I don't want people to be in disarray, but I mean, it throws a bone here. I liked when the bat phone went off. We ran downstairs.
Can we create? Why don't we create news?
Should we create rumor?
Let's stir the pot.
I heard blah 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 did this, and oh no.
See, sometimes it's the news that you can't share. That is the news that you wish you could. That would be able to create the buzz.
Well, we could share it, but we would get in trouble.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like we could have, that spicy meatball, if you will.
I know. Something's got to give. Something's got to come up sooner or later.
Why is it called the Charles Chip Jar?
I just showed them.
Because it's Charles Chips. You never heard of them? They didn't have them in Chicago?
No, I guess not. Is that if Spring Lake, New Jersey is on the back of this chip jar? So I guess it's another tri-state thing. Maybe?
I just, they were always in the Mets yearbook every year. That's how I always knew Charles Chips. They were always advertising in the Mets yearbook.
Yeah. Pat, I'm not going to that show. I'm sorry, doll. I will not be there in July. Unfortunately. So there you go. What's going on for this week? Do you have anything happening? Do you have a lot of sports going on with the kids?
Well, this weekend. No, we got big old Mother's Day this weekend, huh? Celebrating
it's Mother's Day.
Celebrating you mamas this weekend. This is
Angela. Hi, Angela.
This is where we'll have dinners on the house. Taking the load off, if you will.
I am not cooking on Mother's Day. I am going to demand that I get a special meal, although I don't know what it is.
Oh,
I don't. Well, today we went to the dentist, and I had to get a cleaning, and then my kids had to get their cleanings, and they usually have a dentist, and then I have mine. There's like a kid's dentist, and then for the adults. Well, today the kids' dentist wasn't there, so we were there for almost 3 hours. They had to do each.
You were in the dentist's office for 3 hours?
Oh, almost 3 hours. They had to do each one of us individually. So it was like I had she cleaned my teeth, and then they had to do my son's teeth, and then the dentist came to see my son, and then he came to see me, and then my daughter was waiting the whole time. So then she got her teeth cleaned, and then it was like after 1, and the kids still didn't eat lunch. So we went to Colby's, which is a chicken joint, and we got chicken sandwiches, chicken strips, I had a chicken Caesar wrap. It was really good. And we didn't get home till like 2:30 today from the dentist. We left at 10:45.
It could be the most boring day I've ever heard in my life.
No, Colby's was fun.
Sitting at the dentist office for 3 hours. I would rip my teeth out at that point and be like, just give me new ones.
I know.
Well, in the dentist office for 3 hours.
You got to do what you got to do. So
good Lord.
Now we're good for 6 months.
Oh, well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Got to go every 2 years and get the cleaning.
Yeah, I'm due.
Mandatory.
Thanks for reminding me. I'm due.
But I don't know. And then this is my last weekend off, and then I see you.
Yeah, no, 2 weeks away, May 20th, in Middletown, New Jersey. I got to pull it up. The homecoming. The ticker tape parade had to be postponed. Isn't that something?
For me?
For me.
Oh, for you. Oh, well. I'm sure it would have drew buckets of.
Come on, you get it? The ticker tape parade for me
Yeah,
coming home.
sure.
Come on, you fell for it.
Does anyone care? I don't know.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Are
You fell for it.
all the Chadster fans going to be there waiting at the door when we pull
They were
up?
going to have the high school reunion that day, and they were like, you know what? There's going to be so many people there. We just figured we won't do it. But there it is, May 20th, Middletown, New Jersey, the Middletown Sports Complex Wrestle Show.
Woo!
With who? Who's the mascot?
The pickle.
The Jacked Pickle.
The New Jersey pickle. There he is.
The Jack New Jersey Pickle with the sunglasses and the championship belt.
He looks like a pickle.
He'll be there maybe with his star over his heart. But the hardcore icon, the Sandman, the Queen of Extreme, Francine, representing IB exclusives and a multitude of wrestling stars at Wrestle Show at the Middletown Sports Complex. Very cool ice hockey arena in Middletown, New Jersey, right off the Garden State Parkway. You could take exit 117. You could take exit 114. You could take exit 109. I'm getting local here, folks. If you've been down that parkway, you can get you get there from many directions. So make it a weekend. Go to Sandy Hook. You can go to the Monmouth Mall. You can make a hell of a weekend at the Jersey Shore, but start at Wrestle Show.
It's funny. Saturday night, I'm sitting there and my text message goes off and it's Sandman. He goes, "Yo, am I with you on the 20th?" Like, good Lord. Yes, you are. And he goes, "Where are we?" I said, "Middletown, New Jersey." And he's like, oh, yeah. All right. I'll be there. I'm like, did you forget? He forgot, but now he remembered. So he will be there.
I might need you guys to pick me up, but
I'm not picking you up.
Well, come on. I might need a ride.
No.
I might have to hitchhike.
No. From Virginia?
No. I got a great setup that weekend. I don't know if I've told y'all about it. I'll tell you about it before the 20th. I got probably the best accommodations I've ever had going up to New Jersey. I can't wait.
That's good. That's good. Angela, I wear a retainer on the top and bottom constantly. I have to take them out when I'm, talking to you guys, but I wear them probably 20 hours a day and I hate them. That's what I said. If I would have known that I had to wear those for the rest of my life, I don't think I would have got the braces because they're a pain in the ass. I hate them. Literally hate them. I'm over it. Now I want to rip all my teeth out and get veneers. But it was one, like the bottom row was like 13 grand.
Can you say that for a match? We could put that as a stipulation.
Knock my teeth out so I can get my veneers.
Yep.
It would cost me $26,000 to get my whole mouth done.
Yeah, we'll get it done in a match, and you have the company pay.
That's why I need super chats.
Yeah, come on. Let's get the Charles Chip jar filled here before we get out of here.
Oh no,
not giving away. I don't want to give away that hat unless we get it filled.
This hat. Well,
no, I don't want to give away that hat. Give away a DVD if they don't fill that chip jar up.
Well, if you don't want the hat, you can get something else if you want to request something. But I thought this hat was cute. Yeah, this hat, there's not enough people in this jar for this hat. Yeah, I'm upset.
Yeah.
Well, we got 5 more minutes left. You want to put anything over? How's your podcast going?
Perfectly rated. We got the next episode is in pre-production. The previous episode with my buddy the Aussie guy was great. Had a little bit of that Get My Go flavor to it. Mm-hmm. And had a cameo appearance by Mike Durban and Husey, and we did a little Get My Go roasting of a former constituent, which was quite funny. Okay. But no, it's just been rocking and rolling, getting the IB exclusive summer plan all up and running. But it's school's over 2 weeks for the kids, so I'm preparing for that too. So
it's over in 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks, yeah.
Oh my God.
2.5. I mean, so the 20th is the last day. Is our show. They get out on the 23rd.
That's amazing.
Can you believe that? The 23rd.
Almost 50 years over.
Nuts.
I know, it's crazy. Well, like I said, my kids are working all year round and they are not happy about it, but it's just the way I roll.
Well, Uncle Chad will come in and do a dissertation on the venues of Ring of Honor in the Philadelphia, greater New Jersey area, and I'll teach them all about the architectural, great, atmosphere that they surround.
They're such wrestling fans; they'll love it. No, we can't wait to get the pool up and running, and we're ready. was a beautiful day today. Gorgeous.
Yeah, oh my
outside.
God, it was super hot when I was just at my softball practice. I mean, that sun was sitting right over that field, and woof, man,
Yeah.
it was hot as hell for
Yeah.
about,
I
the
hear you.
5:30 to like 7, just as it was starting to go down. But woof, I mean, I'm usually red, but this is red
Yeah,
because of the
you
sun
are
right
red
now.
today.
No,
You are
and
red.
it's still hot because of the sun. I mean, it was just beating on us. It was hot.
Right. I hear you. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to draw a winner. We're gonna have to do it. What?
I want one more. I mean, I didn't ring the bell.
I know we didn't even get a what's that called? Instant prize.
Didn't even get an instant winner. We're getting a lot of this.
First anybody. They do what they can, and we appreciate it.
No, I was just booing because I didn't get a chance to ring the bell.
Oh, I know.
I
All right, let me pick. So, am I doing the hat? Am I saving the hat?
I think you saved the hat. That's
All
just
right,
me.
I'll do it. We're gonna do a DVD then. We didn't get that many tonight. All right, I'm gonna draw. I'll let them pick the DVD. I'll hold up a bunch and you can pick it.
You do the DVD.
Whoever wins. Okay. The winner is whoever this is. It's Vinny.
Oh, Vinny, my man.
Where is Vinny?
Vinny, my boy.
I don't know if he's still here. Well, we know how to get a hold of Vinny, right?
Vinny reached out earlier today.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God, Blue Meanie.
Whoa.
I love your super farts. Thank you, Blue Meanie. I love you. Vinny, congratulations. You get a DVD. Hold on.
If you would like to learn more about the Blue Meanie Super Farts, just head on over to the Eyes Up Here YouTube channel and search Blue Meanie, and you could hear all about the farts of doom.
Speaking of Blue Meanie,
stink out
look
a
what I
room.
have.
Whoa.
Vinny, are you interested in the best of the BWO? In honor of my friend who farts a lot, who's in the chat. I miss you too. Let's get together. Let's do something. Vinny, let me know if you want this one. We'll get it out to you, buddy. BWO is fun. Are you coming on the 20th, Pat? Is Pat coming? I hope so.
I think he's coming. Vinny, just DM me and we'll
Vinny,
talk.
we have Hostel City Showdown 96.
Oh, that's a good
or
one.
Crossing the Line 99. There I am.
Ooh, she's right on the cover, Vinny.
I'm on the cover of that one, babe. Oh, Pat, good. I'll get to meet you. I'm glad you're coming. Let me know which one, Vinny, and I'll put it in the pile to bring with me to see the Chadster. Exciting.
Vinny, DM
Pat.
me.
Oh, we can bring Pat's stuff that day. We could just hand it to him.
Perfect.
That'll work. Good. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Crossing the Line 99. You got it, buddy. Vinny.
Another satisfied Vinny.
Yes, we love Vinny.
Vinny is the man.
Vinny, I just put it aside for you with your name in there. See? And I'll sign it and we'll get it out. All right. Mike, I said thank you in the DM. Don't you remember? Oh, Mike Durband.
What's he starting trouble?
Said, did you ever get the shirt? I thanked him for it. We chatted about it. And then I said, I'm going to wear it when I appear on Get My Go. And then I never appeared on Get My Go. So what's up with that?
We're on hiatus at the current.
I know. I will not wear it unless I come on Get My Go. That was the deal.
When we come back, we will get that part 2.
Yeah, that was the deal. I will wear it on part 2.
But when we come back, we might be a little busy.
Oh, with the show?
There's a lot. There's a lot of potential stuff in front of it.
It's on an indefinite hiatus. So, well, You had a good run, kid. No worries.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
That's okay. No worries. Well, let's put it this way. We'll wait a little bit, and if it never happens, I promise one day I'll wear it on this show. How about that? I'll keep the memory alive. R.I.P. Get my go, but we'll keep it alive.
All right. Well, you ready to get out of here? We got some work to do for the channel members of the YouTube channel. We got one more to do for you tonight that we will be posting tomorrow. That will be exclusive for the channel members. And you can get that by joining the Eyes Appear YouTube channel by just going to the main page, clicking subscribe. And for $5.99, you get unlimited access to the content that we post just for you. It's got, geez, I mean, I've been posting 3 times a week, basically content from our archives. And then any night we go live, we film an additional portion of our live time for you. We pick something and we record it just for you. So head on over to the Eyes Appear YouTube channel, click subscribe, and join the family, like we like to say. Anything else you'd like to add to that?
Nope.
Couldn't have said it better myself. All right.
Love to see you there.
Yes, love to see you there. If you want to follow me, it's at Chad EMB on Twitter, at IB Exclusives on Instagram. My website is ibexclusives.com, and you can get all the information if you'd like to send in an item to be signed by Francine or the Sandman at the May 20th event. Just about 10 days left to get it in before we wrap it up. So get it in now. ibexclusives.com. Go to the signings tab, and you'll find all the information there to get that done. And go to YouTube, Perfectly Rated, new show by the Chadster.
So many people always say, how do I get an 8x10? How can I get this signed by you? This is your chance. Mail it in. That's as simple as that. But if you want to follow me on social media across the board, it is at ECW Diva Francine. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get the notifications. It's free. Doesn't cost you a dime. And we'd love to have you join us and be a subscriber, because that's why we're here. So with that, I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday. Have a wonderful week and weekend coming up. And we love you. And God bless and take care. And we'll see you next time.